At Premier Heating and Air, we wake up every day with one goal in mind, and that's serving Middle Georgia with the fastest, friendliest service available. Experience a Premier difference. Do you need faster response getting your AC fixed or replaced? Then call Premier. Since 2001, Premier has been providing the fastest response on incredible AC, indoor air quality, and commercial services. Our work ethic and service has been the key to our success. The difference is clear. Call Premier. Now breathe easy with perfectly time saving on a new AC system. Free estimate and up to $2,000 in rebates. So you'll beat the heat in total comfort all summer long. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Offer ends June 30th, 2023.
I have with me our next tax commissioner, Darla Brown. And Darla, before we get into you thanking everybody, we only had about an 8% turnout. We've got right at 36,000 registered voters, and 3,014 voted. Just very, very low turnout. So, but you had people come from all walks of life and from every corner, seems like, to come vote for you, didn't you?
I did, James. I would encourage everyone to vote in every election, and quite often the local elections are even more important than the big elections. I had friends who flew in from Columbia and went and voted first thing the next day. I had a friend drive up from Florida just to vote. I have college kids who drove into town just to vote. I am so grateful for everybody who took the time out of their day, whatever day, early voting or election day, to make it to the polls. It really does make a difference. And all I can say is I'm grateful for my voters, and I'm grateful for the support from the community. I'm grateful for my father-in-law and his sign campaign. I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for my Heavenly Father.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, amen. Talking to Bill a while ago, how many weeks is it going to take to round all these signs up?
Oh, my goodness. So for those who don't know, Lawrence County is the third largest county by land mass in the state of Georgia. It has been quite a challenge to get signs all across the county, and it may take us a couple of days, but I'm also pretty passionate about that as well. I don't want them to be out there for too long.
So if you see one, maybe pick it up for you?
Absolutely. If you see my signs, yard signs out, if you have one of my yard signs, you can drop it off at Brown Interiors on Bellevue. You can drop it at my house.
Save it for the next election.
You can save it for the next election.
It'll be here before we know it, won't it?
That'll be 4 years,
okay,
yes.
6 months before you would take office, what are you going to do in that 6 months?
First, I'm going to take a vacation. I'm not going to think about it for a few weeks. I'm not going to think about it for a couple weeks or so. But in the fall, when the kids are back to school, then I'll get started reading and reaching out to other tax commissioners. I already have somewhat, and maybe go down and talk with the current tax commissioner and learn how things are going in the office currently, maybe get some advice from him, and get ready for January.
Yeah. And then day one, what do you expect?
Day one, what do I expect? I expect to get to know the wonderful employees down at the Lawrence County Tax Commissioner's office. I've heard great things about them across the community while I've been out campaigning, and get to know their families, get to know the county commissioners and the tax assessor's office. That's my plan. That's day one.
Yeah, and we do have great employees in there. A lot of experience.
A lot of experience.
From Rose right on through. I was in getting a specialty tag not long ago, and the woman was incredible. I mean, she had to figure something out, but she never quit. And that's what, and it's okay maybe not to know sometime, but just don't give up.
That's right.
But I do believe you're going to walk in and have some very well-experienced employees.
Absolutely. And I am very grateful for them, and I plan on working with every one of them to make the best tax commissioner's office and most modernized tax commissioner's office that we can have here in Lawrence County.
Okay, what about your family? They worked hard, didn't they? The kids they didn't want you to put them out front maybe. You're not kids are, but Tell me about that, the
Well,
challenges.
So my kids, I actually have 3 kids, and my 17-year-old daughter, I was expecting her when her dad first ran for an office or seat, and so they're a little, I guess. They're a little neutral with this whole campaigning stuff. I mean, not a lot of excitement because they've been going through it for so long. And yeah, they get a little tired of being put out there, but you know, they've been very gracious and graceful with their time, and mom not doing her normal stuff with them and going out house to house for every night of the week for a few weeks and missing dinner. But yeah, they've been good. They're very supportive. I believe they're all here tonight, yes.
You ought to be especially grateful for your family.
I'm most grateful for my family. Oh, and my husband. He's been amazing. He's been completely amazing in this campaign.
He's worked hard.
He has worked hard, and he has taken up his part and, yeah, been really busy helping me and mentoring me through this process.
Yeah. He's a trooper, I'll say that.
He is absolutely a trooper.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at W. Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From Mowing to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At W. Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
All right, boys, if you want to go to college, you have to clear out another one of these.
What if we told you there was a better way to save for your kids' college than pickle jars? Morris Bank's Savings Builder account and Moolah makes saving for your kids' college easier than ever. All you have to do is connect the account to your debit card, where it automatically rounds up your purchases to the nearest dollar, depositing that spare change into a Moolah account, where it will grow into a nice little nest egg for whatever your kids have their sights set on.
Okay, I have with me now Trey Kemp. Trey, it was a nail biter all the way, but you pulled it out, and you spoke at First Friday last month, and you were talking about y'all were predicting already a low turnout. I think we ended up maybe 8% turnout, somewhere right around there. But apathy, people just don't see the importance. You know, when 3,014 people voted out of 36,000, and in your district, about 400 people or so decided to race, didn't they?
No, that's right. There's no doubt. Now, there was a little bit of a higher turnout in District 2. It was a more contentious, I think, election. But for the most part, I think it was a little bit higher turnout, but still much, much lower than the first time. And so I don't know if it's apathy or if it's election fatigue or if it's the fact that people just didn't know that there was a runoff and they thought it was a done deal. It could be all three of those factors combined. But we did have a slightly higher than anticipated turnout in District 2, and I'm pleased with the results.
So how important is voting for you and your family? What do you teach your children?
Well, for us, we vote in everything.
Yeah.
And so we take our kids to the polls, especially if they're small.
Yeah.
Like I can remember back when we were learning to vote and all that kind of stuff. There was that little curtain. You know, you walked in and you pulled there was a big lever on the side, and the curtain slammed shut, and they had a little clicker as it was a toggle switch. You know, it was a hard, like a clack every time you did it. You know, and I remember that because my parents took me to the polls when I was young, and I take my kids and I impress that upon them, how important that is for them. So It's very important for us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just a responsibility, but we have a right. I mean, that's a privilege. Like,
It is.
how cool is it that we get to elect our leaders?
Yeah.
A lot of places, it's not that way.
No.
And so I definitely exercise my right to vote every chance I get.
And we encourage that. When my kids were young, I took them every single time. And back then we had a number 2 pencil, and we'd pencil in a little oval.
Yeah.
And I'd say, Jeff, we're going to vote for him. Jennifer, we're going to vote for her, whatever. And they would do the voting, And when they're 40 and 38 now, they've never missed an election, but they know how important
That's right.
Voting is. And I remember when George Bush and Al Gore ran, there was a long line, and they didn't want to wait. I said, y'all, this is important. You see all these people here.
It is. It is important.
And even with that long line, we stuck it out, and it took a long time to vote, but
Yeah.
they saw in their dad and mom how important it was, because if you wait in a line that long, we'll wait in all kind of other lines.
That's
so
right.
Why not wait in line to vote?
You'll wait in line at the grocery store. You'll
Yeah.
wait in line at the Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
It's important to wait in line to vote.
Absolutely.
And you're going to wait less time typically at the polling place than you will in those other places. And so I think it's important.
So what do you say to the people of District 2 that reelected you?
Well, I can't thank them enough. I appreciate the trust that they put in me. There's not a lot of commissioners that go back in District 2. It's a very high turnover in my district, so I'm proud to be brought back for a 3rd term.
Yeah.
And I'll try to earn their trust and their vote.
Yeah. Congratulations, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good job.